Rinso presents Call the Police.
Attention, homicide section. Flying squad detail. Murder suspect in your zone. Close in according to instruction.
Between you and the evil outside the law, between you and the housebreaker, the kidnapper, the murderer, stands the policeman of your community. He gives up his sleep that you may sleep unafraid. He gives up his safety that you may be safe. And if need be, he gives up his life to protect yours.
The Lever Brothers Company, makers of Triple Action Rinso, bring you Call the Police, starring Joseph Julian and Joan Tompkins. This new series of realistic radio dramas is inspired by the courageous work of police departments all over America.
This is Commissioner Bill Grant. Every now and then a case comes along that makes me realize that the best way to outsmart a smart criminal is to let him outsmart himself. The case in point is number 96-42 in the Ashland police files. You might say that it really began the night Kid Coombs knocked out Felipe Gomez in the third round at the Arena Gardens. But the real trouble didn't get underway until next morning, when Linda Lee, hard, blonde, and expensive, walked into the office of Coombs' manager, a tough tin horn by the name of Maury Fenton.
My name's Linda Lee, Mr. Fenton.
What about it?
Your boy knocked out Felipe Gomez in the third at the arena last night.
So where do you come in?
I'm Gomez's girl.
Oh. Too bad Gomez went down so early, huh?
He didn't mind too much.
No? Why not?
He got $1,500 for taking that dive.
Is that so? Who gave it to him?
You did, Mr. Fenton.
If you're hungry for trouble, Miss Lee, you came to the right place.
Sit still, Mr. Fenton. I don't care if Gomez wants to take it on the chin. It's his chin. I just don't think $1,500 was enough money for the act.
Somebody wants to know what you think. I deal with Gomez.
You'll deal with me. Gomez is an easy make.
And you're a tough tomato, isn't it?
Not as tough as some people. Not as tough, for instance, as Vic Barstow.
Vic Barstow?
Oh, you know the name, huh? You cost Vic Barstow $20,000 last night, Mr. Fenton.
Me?
Barstow had $20,000 on Gomez to win by a knockout. Do you know anything about Barstow, Mr. Fenton?
Enough.
He might resent it if he knew you paid Gomez to take a dive.
But he ain't gonna know, Miss Lee.
Certainly not. If you lay $5,000 on the line for me and Gomez.
Somebody is whistling through their teeth.
Well, if you won't listen to reason.
Where you going?
Give Vic Barstow a ring.
Miss Lee.
Yeah?
The weatherman says tomorrow's gonna be a nice day. I'd hate to see you and Gomez miss it.
It was an ugly deal from the word go, and it got steadily worse. Half an hour later, Vic Barstow was sitting in his penthouse suite in the Bancroft Plaza, having a few words with his wife.
What are you going to do, Vic? Eat your heart out? You lost the $20,000. Have a drink and forget it.
I don't like to lose, Lil. And I don't think I would have if it hadn't been for your little friend Gomez. He told me he was set to win that fight last night.
Anybody can guess wrong, Vic. Anyhow, he phoned all day yesterday while I was out. Maybe he was calling to get you to cancel your bet.
Maybe he was calling about something else.
What do you mean?
You know what I mean, Lil.
Oh, Vic, please, don't be ridiculous. There's nothing between me and Gomez.
I'll get it. Hello? Barstow speaking.
How would you like to know the name of the man who paid Gomez to lay down in the fight last night, Mr. Barstow?
Say, who is this?
My name's Linda Lee. Would $5,000 be too much for a signed statement that it was a tin horn named Maury Fenton who paid Gomez to take a dive?
Are you trying to pull a gag on me?
Gomez had the furnished room at 1 122 Myrtle Street. Be there at 8 o'clock tonight with $5,000 in cash. And the gag will be on Fenton.
Shortly before 9, as I got the story later, Linda Lee went up to Gomez's room on Myrtle Street and laid out the deal. And Gomez was petrified.
Are you out of your mind, Linda? Fenton will knock us both off for a cross like this.
Fenton's got to find us first. In 30 minutes, we'll be out of town with 5,000 brand new bucks. Come on, Felipe, be a smart boy. Sign this paper for Barstow. He'll be here in a few seconds.
Forget it.
You won't do it?
Not for $1 million.
Boy, you yellow punch.
Take it easy, you crazy bimbo. I'll tell you about my deal with Fenton for you to go around shooting your mouth.
Who cares why you told me? You told me. If you won't come along for the ride, I'll do business with Barstow on my own.
You think you will.
What's going to stop me? You hit me again, you lousy pug.
All right.
Gomez went down fast for that long count, the one that never ends. What happened in that room for the next 5 minutes was anybody's guess. And then there was a knock on the door, and in walked Barstow.
Gomez.
Take it easy, Mr. Barstow. We don't need the cops in here right away.
You shot him?
Don't be silly. Shots came from that open window there.
Is that so?
Yeah, there's a fire escape just outside.
Do you have any idea who it was killed him?
Not exactly, Mr. Barstow, but Maury Fenton said tonight he was going to. And I'm the little girl that heard him say it.
I didn't hear anything about the case until the next day. I got to headquarters late. As I walked into my office, who was sitting behind my desk with his feet up but my ever-loving sidekick, Sergeant Maggio.
Ah, good morning, Commissioner.
Don't let me disturb you, Maggio.
Oh, that's okay. I was just sitting here figuring what it must be like to be a police commissioner.
You don't have to figure, I'll tell you.
Yeah?
You remember one night out in the Pacific, we hit mortar fire, overhead bombing, and Jap guerrilla action all at once?
Sure, I remember that time.
Compared to this, that was duck soup.
Oh, what's happened now?
Oh, spent the morning with His Honor, the mayor.
He had a beef?
Did he ever not have a beef?
What's today's special?
The fight racket in this city. He's getting complaints from everything from the Ladies' Aid Society to the Boxing Commission.
Oh, then maybe you'll want to see her.
Maybe I want to see who?
The blonde who's in the waiting room?
What blonde?
Name's Lee. Linda Lee.
What would I want to see her for?
She's Felipe Gomez's girlfriend, Commissioner.
Gomez. He's one of the fighters the mayor's got his eye on. Tell her to come in, Maggio.
Okay. Commissioner wants to see you, Miss Lee.
I want to see him. Mr. Grant?
Sergeant Maggio tells me you're on close terms with Felipe Gomez, Miss Lee.
I was.
You're not anymore?
Well, it's hard to be on close terms with a dead man.
What's that?
Gomez was murdered.
When?
I don't know. I just found out about it a few minutes ago when I walked into his room.
But you were just out there, sitting, calmly wasting
I
time.
told that goon I wanted to see you.
Go on. Hey, now,
Take
wait
it
a
easy,
second.
Maggio.
Both of you take it easy. This job's going to be a snap.
What do you mean?
You know a fight manager named Maury Fenton?
Yes, the mayor's been telling me about him.
He's your boy.
Maury Fenton killed Gomez?
Yeah, he even told me he was going to.
Why?
He bribed Gomez to throw the fight last night. He was afraid Gomez was going to talk.
You'll say that in court?
That and some more.
Maggio,
Yeah, Commissioner?
get out of here and pick up Maury Fenton.
Okay.
He'll probably be up to his neck in alibis, but bring him in anyhow and hold him for questioning.
That's me, Commissioner.
Now then, Miss Lee, where's the body?
In a furnished room at 122 Myrtle Street.
Is that where Gomez lives?
Yeah, second floor rear. Good morning, Bill.
Oh, hello, Liddy.
Bill, Oh, busy?
Right now, it's murder.
Literally.
I'm afraid so. I'm driving over in a squad car to take a look at the scene of the crime.
Those squad cars are built for two, you know, Bill.
Sure. You're a member of the police department. Come on along. Oh, Miss Lee.
Yeah?
Stick around town for a while. We may want to talk to you some more.
This whistle means robbery at the First National Bank. But this whistle...
That's Rinso White and Rinso Bright, and that's how I want my wash to be. Tops in whiteness and brightness. Rinso gets John's shirts so white they gleam. I'm terribly proud of them. And Rinso also helps keep my pretty washable colored things fresh and gay for ages.
Yes, ma'am. Trust Rinso's triple action formula for results. You see, Rinso's soapy rich base makes deep driving suds that get out stubborn dirt fast. Rinso's Suds Booster means heaps of suds, even in hard water. And Rinso's Grease Chaser goes after grease and grime, helps prevent yellowing of clothes, yet is easy on hands. So for a dazzling wash, a wash that's Rinso White and Rinso Bright. Ask for Rinso.
When Linda Lee walked into headquarters and announced that she found Felipe Gomez, the fighter, dead, Libby Tyler and I took a squad car over to Gomez's room. Doc Perkins, a couple of the boys from the fingerprint department, and a photographer gave the place the works. But when they'd left, I found they'd overlooked something.
What have you got there, Bill?
Something that ought to interest you, Libby. Found it jammed behind this mirror.
A woman's hat. Very smart.
Probably belongs to Linda Lee.
I don't think so, Bill.
She was Gomez's girl.
Yeah, I know she was, but I saw Linda Lee, and she doesn't have this kind of taste.
No?
No. This is a subdued, conservative little hat. It doesn't fit at all with the apparent exhibitionism of her nature.
Psychology department at work, huh?
Well, after all, it's what I get paid for, Bill. Now, a hat like this is a very exclusive model. It's very likely the only one of its kind. Parisian.
Mm-hmm.
Probably made by... Oh, here we are.
What is it?
There's a tag inside. Made by the Madame shop for Mrs. Victor Barstow.
Vic Barstow. That was a name everybody knew who had ever been close to the fight racket in this town. Mrs. Barstow's hat in Gomez's room meant only one thing to me. She had found out that Felipe Gomez was young and dark and handsome. I told Libby I'd meet her back at headquarters, and I took a walk over to Barstow's suite in the Bancroft Plaza. When I showed Barstow the hat, he took it slow and easy, like a man who's learned that romance is no bargain.
My wife isn't in right now, Commissioner. She's out shopping.
For a new hat?
Could be.
You don't happen to know where she was last night, about 8 o'clock, do you?
No, why?
I'd just like to be sure she wasn't at Gomez's place, that's all.
You can be sure.
How would you know?
Because I was at Gomez's place.
What?
Well, didn't Linda Lee tell you?
No. She said she walked in and found the body this morning.
Oh, I see.
Come on, what's the story?
All right, Grant. I'll tell you. Miss Lee phoned me here yesterday and told me to be at Gomez's place at 8 o'clock sharp.
So?
When I walked in, Gomez was on the floor, full of bullets. And Miss Lee was standing over him.
Linda Lee, huh?
Yes.
I had an idea I was going to want to talk to her some more.
Yes, Commissioner?
Did you pick up Maury Fenton, Maggio?
Yeah, but I'm having trouble holding him.
Alibi?
Just like you said.
A good one?
The best. He was out of town last night.
Well, don't worry about it.
No?
No, I want you to get hold of Linda Lee. And work fast. Send a couple of boys over to her hotel.
Check.
Give them 10 minutes to report back.
Check.
If she's not in her room, send out a general alarm.
You want her bad, don't you?
Check.
You think she's left town, Bill?
She would if she knew what I had on my mind, Libby.
You think she killed Gomez?
Right now, she's Exhibit A.
With a motive?
What's the matter with jealousy for a motive? Linda Lee was Gomez's girl. But he was also more than friends with Mrs. Barstow.
Yes.
Isn't that enough for a woman to commit murder?
Well, a jealousy motive is all right if she has a mercurially adjusted personality.
You don't say.
But a practical girl like Linda Lee is a totally objective expert.
Spare me the analysis of the criminology department, Libby. All I want to do is to locate Miss Lee. Yes?
Commissioner Grant?
Yes?
Linda Lee.
It's the objective extrovert herself, Libby. Glad to hear your voice, Miss Lee.
Why?
I've got men out looking for you.